everyone, my name is Ingrid Roundy, and I just gave birth to my baby girl 3 months ago, and I am happily reporting that I did not tear. Now, that's due to several different factors, and I'm sharing the 10 things that I did to prepare. By any means, a doctor or specialized or trained in giving medical advice, but these are the 10 things that I researched and did, and helped me. So, I'm sharing them with you today. So, number 1 is see a pelvic floor therapist. Pelvic floor therapists will be able to help you strengthen your pelvic floor. They can be able to tell you if your pelvic floor is strong or weak. If your pelvic floor is weak, it will not be able to bear the weight of your baby coming through your birth canal without tearing. Okay, so those muscles will help bear up that support of that great pressure coming through so that your skin does not hold that pressure for you and therefore tear. So they will give you exercises and stretches to help prepare your pelvic floor for birth. They can also give you exercise and stretches to help you restore your pelvic floor after birth, because after those muscles are worked so hard and stretched so hard, you're going to need some recovery too. So they are so great. Some exercises that they gave me were happy baby, deep squats, yogi squats, cat-cow. Honestly, any pelvic floor exercises will help you strengthen your pelvic floor. You can find some on my Pinterest or moving on. Number 2 is diaphragmatic breathing. Diaphragmatic breathing is a fancy word for this type of breathing. It's where when you breathe in, you relax your stomach muscles and let your stomach pooch out. So you breathe in, and then when you breathe out, you suck in everything and tighten those stomach muscles and your pelvic floor. So you sit with your legs uncrossed, you breathe in, and just like that. Very simple. You should do this daily while pregnant. It will do wonders for your pelvic floor. And it's so easy, you can do it anywhere you are. And it's great practice for breathing during birth as well. So, number 3 is rid yourself of any tension or fear you may have. This is important because when giving birth, if you have tension, your skin will tense up down there where you're supposed to be expanding to 10 centimeters. And your muscles will tense up where they're also supposed to be stretching and expanding and not tightening, right? So if your skin and muscles are tense down there, they will not open up and let your baby through, and therefore they will tear. So my advice to rid yourself of fear, baby's crying, 1 second. So my advice to rid yourself of fear is to first identify what fears you have, okay? Everyone going into birth, or mostly everyone, probably has some fear about it, right? We've seen movies or videos of scary birth experiences, but it is possible to rid yourself of those fears. I am so afraid of medical intervention. So afraid. I get woozy and I've passed out countless times. My husband can attest to this fact by seeing shots. I was going to donate plasma and I passed out while reading the instruction manual. So, if you have fears about birth, trust me, I was way ahead of you. Anyways, so my advice would be to read about those fears, find credible books and sources. I read a hypnobirthing book which addressed so many fears of mine. Research your fears and somehow eradicate them before birth. 4 is learn the best birth positions for giving birth without tearing. So the best birth positions to avoid tearing are side lying and also being on all fours. The worst positions, if you are trying to avoid tearing, is squatting and lying on your back. Enough said. Number 5, learn how to position your baby optimally in your womb. So your baby, when you give birth, the best position for her to be in, or him, should be his face facing your back. So his back is along your stomach, right? His spine is along your stomach, and he is facing your back. Okay? If he is in this position, then he will be able to move more smoothly out of your birth canal and into the world. without tearing. If he's, anyways, there are ways in your third trimester to get him in this optimal position. Okay, number one is when you're sitting. I try always when I'm pregnant to kind of lean forward and arch my shoulders back. If I am reclining like this, my baby is going to want to have his spine with my spine because that's going to be more comfortable. But if I'm leaning forward, he's going to want to face my back. So that's number one. If you're sitting, try to keep good posture. Another one is be on all fours. Sometimes when I'm watching a show, I'll just get a big pregnancy birth ball and I'll lean against it. Child's pose and downward dog, I did those daily while pregnant, and those also helped my baby get into the correct position. Okay, thank you for watching part 1 of how to avoid tearing during birth. The other 5 principles I will release at another time very soon this week, so stay tuned.